time to spot the camera. It's time to hit the mark. It's time for Dragons footy, the way the fans are like.
We cover every moment, from first grade to the rest. It's time to get things started.
Why don't we get things started? It's time to get things started.
On the most sensational,
Inspirational,
celebrational,
gravitational,
on the Mad Dragons podcast tonight.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mad Dragons podcast, round 8 Anzac round review. Being the Anzac long weekend, we'll start off with something a little different. So, today, along with Australians everywhere, we gather to remember those who have served to defend Australia. We do this because it is the anniversary of the day when Australia and New Zealand soldiers landed on the beach at Gallipoli in Turkey on the 25th of April 1915. This was the first major military campaign for soldiers from Australia and New Zealand. Since then, the 25th of April has been known as Anzac Day. Anzac comes from the name Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. It was shortened to Anzac in 1915. Since then, when Australians and New Zealanders have served together, they have been often known as Anzacs. At Gallipoli, Australian and New Zealanders served with soldiers from other nations, including England, France, and India. The Australians at Gallipoli came from all sorts of backgrounds, but they shared the terrible experience of war. Ever since then, for more than 100 years, the men and women of our Navy, Army, and Air Force have honoured the memory of our original Anzacs. On Anzac Day, there are many ways to honour people who have served and those who continue to serve in Australia's armed forces. We can gather like this, attend a dawn service or an Anzac Day march. We can also wear a sprig of rosemary as a symbol of remembrance. Towards the end of the ceremony, the last post will be played on a bugle. The historical music was played in army camps to announce the end of the day, a time when soldiers should be resting. The last post is played today for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. It means that they have done their duty and are now at rest. After the last post, there will be a minute of silence. This is time to think about those who have served in Australia's armed forces, those who continue to serve, and about those who have lost their lives.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
I'm snapping.
They shall not grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
We will remember them.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Well, those words remind us of what happened yesterday for our Dragons. It's one we would rather forget. A absolutely embarrassing performance, going down 62 points to 16 to the Roosters at Allianz Stadium yesterday. A record defeat for Anzac Day. Coco, you were at the game. What went on? That was absolutely diabolical. Shane Flanagan gone, but that hasn't helped.
Well, it's only 6:30, so I think I can't swear. But people need to remember that this has happened in a big week. That this is a really crappy time. They should have done this whole thing. Yes, it was Anzac Day, and they should have been like focused on Anzac Day, the game, the meaning, not, oh, let's put Dean Young in, let's focus on that, because it's really overshadowed this game. And yes, they played like absolute crap, but we can't go from being a 0 to 100 in a week, fans. And this is where everyone's like, oh, they did play like shit, because we did, because we're 17th. Those Roosters guys are 7th. They've got Tedesco, they've got Sam Walker, they've got Radley, Lindsay Collins. They have a lot of other players, and our players are like B minus at the moment. So, sorry, I've had this all day in my head. So this is my rant. I'm apologising to everyone. And you know what? If they want to ban the Dragons to play Anzac Day in the future, pull your heads in, because you know what? That is the major game at a 4:00 game. And you know what? This is our shit season, fans, and you better buckle up, because we might not win a game this season. So who is a true fan? Who's going to be there bleeding, crying? Until we get better, I'm not going to stop supporting them. I'm not going to stop, feeling like this. I'm going to keep supporting, win, lose or draw. No matter what, I'll be there, sitting there and cheering them on. You might think I'm a dick or whatever, but this is football. This is like my religion. This is what I do. And this is how passionate I am. I've never had, in my 37 years of my life, I've never had a spoon. So if this is what a spoon feels like, let's do it. And let's show that we can rise again. And it's shattering. I know it's shattering for everyone. It is. But we have to focus on those guys as well, because their mental health at the moment, they're copping it left, right and centre. So how do you think those guys are feeling in the sheds? Their mental health is important too.
Well said.
100%. Oh, we have Bronwyn on site too. How are you, Bronwyn?
Oh, I'm a number one fan. Hi, Bronwyn.
I come say hello to Coco, and I'm going to love and leave you guys. I'll watch it on my tablet, but I just wanted to say, oh, Coco, I think Scoop got a bit
Emotional.
put off when I said, oh, don't tell Scoop you're my favourite. From you.
That's your number one fan right there, Coco.
Yes, I love my fans. I welcome everyone.
So, I'm going to love and leave you guys. I'm going to watch you on my tablet. So, anyway, but that was well said, actually, Coco. Really
thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You should start a swish, Coco.
Hey.
You should start a swish.
I know, right?
Well, Liam, you were at the game. Another thing that was publicised this week was the debut of 20-year-old halfback Kade Reed. It was a mixed bag from him. But how do you think he went in on his debut at such a big stage? He was really thrown into the deep end in such a big game in front of a sellout crowd at Allianz Stadium yesterday.
He was, but I think he played, excuse my French to the viewers out there, I think Kade Reed is fucking better than Daniel Atkinson and Kyle Flanagan. Because yesterday, Dan Atkinson, he was not good at all. It was mostly Kade Reed that was pretty much shouting orders at the players, guiding the team around. I think, like what Dean Young said in the press conference after yesterday's loss, he should be kept in the starting 17, no matter what his size or weight is. He's our future moving forward.
Well, we're not going to go into exact moments of the game, but we'll go into
Please
the
not,
moments
Jesse.
We don't want to be talking about it for that long tonight.
Please not. No, it was diabolical. I ended up walking 20 minutes to go.
I stayed until the end. But, we should also talk about the turning point should be about how the rest are really, really on the Roosters side and how biased they were. It was abysmal.
Coco. Me and the other fans were just copping it to the ref.
Yeah.
Big T. Roosters, they were just that you could tell they were on already, but we nearly got an opening try from a beautiful crisis from Kade Reed. Unfortunately, Tyro Sloan knocked it on in the build-up. That would have Kade Reed deserved that moment.
I don't know, for a start, what was Emrad Gula doing there?
He done a great job, buddy. Caught that ball, threw it out over the top. And the pass, the Kade Reed pass, was class. The way he put Matt Feenoy over there and on the edge there, it was class, total class. Before I go any further, can I say, along with Rat Bag Dragons goal, I'm shattered too. And don't forget, if you comment that way, you'll get an entry into the chocolate wheel for $75 voucher. So that'll be drawn
in a couple of weeks, isn't it?
That'll be drawn Tuesday of the round 10. I think it's the 5th, I think.
So the Knights build-up game. Knights preview.
Yeah. Yep.
And I've got a fan potentially lined up, so I'll talk to you about that off air, Big Tim.
Nice. Thank you very much.
So, yeah, we'll continue on. But as the Dragons have done in the past, and we're still doing it today, when things go against us, so the bunker said no try, Liam, what we continue to drop our heads when a referee decision or a bunker decision goes against us. Why do we keep doing this? It never ends well for us.
I just don't know what to say, Jesse. I think pretty much every decision bet always goes against us. The players' heads always seem to chop, and we play constantly shit every week, where we actually need a coach to snap our players out of that mentality and bring us back on the path of winning. Because the past few coaches that we had in the past had no bloody idea how to turn the group's confidence around and help them bring it back up. I just don't know what to say, and I don't know if we can find a coach at the moment to do that.
Yep, and yeah, it is a worrying trend, Coco, and it was 16-0 after 18 minutes. The way it was going, it was set to be a cricket score. I mean, and then we had two players sinbin in the game. First, Luciano Leilua, who got a 1-game suspension for that late hit and that high shot on Sam Walker.
Yeah, but
what
how
did you
was he
make
meant
of
to
that
stop
tackle?
that? How was he meant to stop? Like, how does he? What does he stop in midair? Like, how the? Sorry, kids. Sorry, guys. How the fuck does he stop? I watched that, and I'm like, what? So he just runs like, sorry, but also, you know what? I feel like there's some teams that are very, protected, and the Roosters are one of them. You know, one good thing, we do it, and we've got 2 in the bin. So it frustrates me to the core that these teams that can get away with shit, and we do it, and we don't, and it's so frustrating. That's why I'm not yelling at you guys, but I'm just frustrated today.
It's the same ref that robbed us in Vegas, Coco.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Just like in the group chat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what? Actually, I was watching. I know this is not Dragons, but I watched the Storm game last night, and Craig Bellamy, who should be a good coach, he said at halftime he threw his clipboard and said, "You know what, guys, you can all work it out because I'm out." And it was amazing to see what in that dressing shed last night. And that's the same. Like, he was embarrassed and he blamed himself. He said, it's my fault. And same with Dino. Like, but then at the same time, it's also the players. They're out there for 80 minutes. They should be. And you know what? It's actually good when they fight on the field because they're passionate about their spot.
They care.
So, I did see a few of them fighting. I'm like, good. Show us what you want. Show us your earn. If you want to fight, do it right now. Get it over with.
Yeah.
And then the Daniel Atkinson one, Big T, I couldn't believe that one. When he slapped the hand of Sam Walker when Sam Walker was trying to pass out a dummy.
Yeah, it happens every time in a game, and they get away with it. It was square. I'm sure he was square.
The marker. Yeah.
Oh, he was square. There was the only person there, so it had to be square. So how can you get done for that? That's so wrong.
No,
and then
if I was in the referee's position, I would have said play on.
I thought so as well. That's what I thought. And then he got sinbin.
Cookie wanted to challenge it. They wouldn't let him challenge it. But it just got uglier from there. The longer the game went, the Roosters just kept piling on the points. Liam, the Roosters just kept going through us like a knife through butter. It was just absolutely disgraceful. And you can see that it is not all Shane Flanagan.
No, it's just the a few of the players that are coming off contract this year. I would not be surprised if they're not going to be there next year because they were absolute diabolical. The likes of Sloan, Matt Feeney, Emery Gula, Leilua, correct me if I'm wrong.
He's off contract, yeah.
Moses Sully, Holmes, I wouldn't be surprised to get told to move on after this year. It's mostly those guys that absolutely played like shit yesterday. So I think most of those players are going to be told to move on after this season.
Yep, and we've had 2 signings in the last couple of days, which we'll talk about much later.
But I also think, I know Wayne Bennett came in, and that was like, 16, whatever, years ago. But, you know, everyone's talking about this board. And Wayne Bennett told them, he's like, you do
Get out
that
of my
stuff
way, yeah.
and get out of my way. Now, we need the coach. Dan Young might have to be that at the moment, going, right, fellas, let me do this. You do your job, stay at the desk, and let me do this. If you want our team to win, stick it to me. You've got your office job. Leave me the fuck alone, because that's what Wayne Bennett did, and praise to him because he got us to 2010. Now, Dean Young or any other coach needs to tell that board, because the board is causing this friction as well. So they need to stop meddling and let a coach. Yes, Shane Failing on shit, but so with the other 4 coaches that we had. We haven't made finals for a very long time. So we need these fucking people. Sorry for swearing, guys. I'm just very frustrated today.
We all are, Coco. It's all good.
Like,
can it get any worse?
They're too clunky.
Yeah, like, you know, with us when I saw that, we were soft on defense. They were able to run through the holes when there were good moments. It was great, but then it was just like we were even like the rights. Wait, if I was facing this way, so our right side was like they could overlap that right side of us. So it was the weak side, not where Sector 2 was. That side was okay, but there wasn't enough players on the right side. So they need to work on spreading out and actually, because that's how they were scoring, because they were able to overlap and miss a player as well. So, and we have a bye this week. So the bye, you know what they should do? Go to Win Stadium, work their ass off. Go to the new performance thing. I don't know. Instead of running up Mount Kira, what's another run up the hills at Cronulla? Those sand hills, they're awful. Go back to basics. Do some hard work. You know.
Yeah, well said, Coco. Now, I saw a clip of an interview on ABC Radio yesterday. It had the head commentator from ABC, Andrew Moore, interviewing our CEO, Tim Wasford, about our roster. Andrew Moore labelled our roster currently as a wooden spoon capable roster. Here's what our CEO had to say about it.
I hate losing. I think everyone does.
Tim, I'm hearing all this chat about recruitment over the last few minutes. Is there an acknowledgement from you and the club that the recruitment's been horrible? This is a wooden spoon roster. I mean, not to put too fine a point, it's an ordinary roster. You mentioned speed, there is none. Tyrell Sloan is quick, no doubt, but it's. I know Shane Flanagan had a lot to do with the roster. I understand that, but how do you at least acknowledge that the changing in recruitment process, and obviously Scott Drinkwater's a great start, is needed there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like with 0-11, that's a point where I hate losing. I think everyone does, particularly when you're built kind of a club of our stature. You know, we've been spoken about being a big club and getting back to being a big club. We need to win. We need the players to win. We've got we've got a great supporting group coming through in juniors. We're nowhere near where we need to be, and even the playing group will tell you that. So there's a point that, you know, I want to try and express that we are on the journey. There's no overnight fix. I think we're in a good position. I took the job because of it. We haven't got any skeletons into our cap for the next 3, 4, 5 years' time. We can make change, and we are making change. And I'd like to think over the next couple of years we're going to see some success. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like with 0-9.
Well, there is more on that if you want to check it out on the ABC Listen Up, I think, and on the ABC website. But he did also go into depth earlier in the week that he wants Watford wants us to have the coach to oversee all things in the football department, going right down to our junior base, have their DNA and fingerprints all over the football club, because we need like you look at a team like Penrith. They train the same. They all train together from NRL right down the jersey flag to their junior reps. We should be following like a similar model. Not saying we copy their book, but if we want success, we should take a leaf out of their book. Big T.
100%. Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. Like before Penrith become Super Penrith, they held young blokes in their side. For 2 years, they had young blokes in their side. 4 years, they had young blokes in their side. Like they had a smattering of old heads, old football heads. You go back to Maloney. He brought Nathan through. James Maloney. We need a player like that. Atkinson's not that player to bring Kade Reed through. I was saying we've got to give our next coach 2 years with a whole team full of youngsters, full of speed. We've got youngsters with speed.
We need a mass cleaner. Hey, Big T.
We need to use these young blokes who have got speed in the lower grades. Like they've all got speed. Moses Sully's got no speed anymore. Did he have speed at all? Val's not the same as he used to. Tuapolotu's not the same as Setu Toto. Oh my God. I call him Seto. I call him Seto Toto, mate.
Brian Jr.
Toto 2.
2.0.
He could be as good as Toto. He's a player we've got to keep our finger on, keep his pulse going. I'm not too sure in defence, but we've got to bring these young fellas through for 2 years. Like we're not going to win a comp now for 6 years. I'm telling you now, it'll be at least 6 years.
I do agree that the next coach has to. Tim Watford did mention they're going to take their time finding. I don't really know who we should hire as a new coach. There's no real someone say pick me. It's a real tough one.
Do we go with an old head who's been around for 20, 30 years? He's been around. Has he been around? Someone like John Cartwright, for instance. Would we go someone like him, or did we go a Ben Hornby or a Dean Young or a young bloke who was going to bring in
new ideas,
young thoughts?
Yeah, and play with the modern game. No, not Des Hasler. No,
Des Hasler can fuck off.
No, but at least when he gets angry, he can show it. Like he'll throw things. Like I think we need someone like Craig Bellman. Yeah, that's right. These coaches. I don't know what what Wayne Bennett does, but he does. Like when they were there, they really respected him and listened. And even Jamie Soward says he mentored him throughout. Like it was just amazing to hear. So we need something like that. Like mass clean out, but also if they want to be, pretend, I watch wrestling and, so does Big T. So, they have a 90-day clause out. So they should be now, because we're down the bottom, ask them, what do you want in this club? What do you want to bring to the club, Like Sloane, everyone bags Sloane out, and he's yes, he's not the greatest, but I still think he can improve. He could go on the wing. Instead of going one, because I think Scott Drinkwater will be there, go to one. I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't have the confidence. He reminds me of Soward when he first started out. He didn't have the confidence, and so does Sloane. He did, but he gets so worked up in his head that he's not doing the best, But yeah, I don't know who else. We could ask just for Craig Bellamy. They're going bad. The Storm, bring him up.
Yeah,
he'll shake things up.
That. No one's talking about 6 straight for them.
I know. And they'd sit there above.
The last game they won was against us.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, next week they're facing 7 losses in a row. They've never lost 7 in a row.
Wow.
Well, something's happened down there.
They haven't got the players this year. Munster and Hughes are out of form, but this is a Dragons podcast. We're not talking about the Melbourne Storm.
Munster won't get selected for Origin.
He will.
He always will. I guarantee you now, I'm calling early crow.
Early crow. I have to keep writing these crows down. I think you're throwing so many in. I'll have to write them down on a piece of paper.
He wants DCE to play Big T.
No, not DCO. I reckon it's going to be Tom Dearden and Sam Walker.
Liam, don't tell him who to pick. We don't care. We're from New South Wales.
Yeah, I don't care. I want them to lose. We got to win. You know your
Did you hear what
PIA.
Wayne Bennett said last night? They asked him, "Oh, do you think Talis Duncan's ready?" He said, "I don't care. I'm not from New South Wales." That's what he said. He said that.
I know. I thought he was funny.
Hey, Uncle Wayne.
I know.
Hey, Uncle Wayne.
That's what he said. We said, "Why would I pick the team for New South Wales? I'm a Queenslander."
Yeah, I just love his sass. You know, his bloody sass. It's so funny.
Anyway, let's hear from our interim coach Dean Young on his thoughts about yesterday's game. And surprise, there was no Damien Cook at the press conference with him. Wonder what happened
very
there.
interesting. I would have took my captain out.
Served ice
I would have
cold.
gone out and run it up myself.
Ready to take a shot on the wild side? Please drink responsibly.
Well, the first thing I did was ask them how they're feeling. And I've got a group of players that are embarrassed by the performance we tossed up today.
That's tough to hear, isn't it, on Anzac Day?
Certainly is. It was a tough week. And when these sorts of things happen, you'd like to have a response. And I thought we started the game not too bad and thought we're up 6-0. That got taken away from us, and how we handled that adversity wasn't good enough.
I was going to say would-haves, could-haves, should-haves don't really matter in the NRL, but if Kade gets that try assist, if it's not called back, you do get 6-0, a bit of confidence, crowd gets into it. What did you make of Kade on debut? Had some really nice touches. Obviously, he wasn't afraid to chance his arms and his some kicks. What did you make of his performance today?
Yeah, I was proud of him. It's a tough ask going into Anzac Day when you're 0-7, and I thought he did his best. He's got a lot to work on, but I thought there's some good signs there.
What did you think of the two sinbins in the first half? How much did they hurt you?
Oh, they certainly hurt. Yeah, when you're playing the Roosters and the style of footy they play, you don't want to be playing them with them coming downhill. And they were certainly coming downhill. Playing 20 minutes with 12 men is not easy. But that's our own doing. That's the ill discipline that we showed to put ourselves in that situation. So we've got to learn from it. The bye's coming at a perfect time. We've got a bit of time to get to training and obviously make a few changes the way we do things. And we need to be better against Newcastle the following week.
When you say changes, personnel or what's like protocol? What are you thinking?
Just the way our programs run. So I need to get in there and change the way we're doing things, because what we're doing at the moment is obviously not working, as you all saw.
How long do you think that's going to take to change, Dean?
I can't predict the future, unfortunately. So all I'm focused on is one day at a time at the moment, and I've got to go back, review that, and then we're going to have a really good review on Wednesday and make sure that we learn from it.
Do you look to stick solid with this sort of core group of guys and give them a bit of a run to sort of get their feet under the new coach?
We just had 62 points put on us, so I'm not even thinking about what team selections. I need to look at the video and go from there.
What about Kade specifically? Just like a young guy, just for his confidence, give him a run at the 7?
Cade will be our halfback against the Newcastle Knights.
Does the bye round give you enough time to make meaningful change? Something extra week?
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we?
How much do you put today's performances to the noise that's been going around the club, especially over the last 7 days? Do you think that the players might have been in their heads a little bit today?
I can't answer that. I don't know what's going through the players' heads. They're obviously down on confidence at the moment, and everybody would be if you're in the situation we're at. So I know it wasn't going to be an easy fix, but I was certainly expecting a better performance than what we showed. So at the moment, we're playing, the opposition, and we're playing the Dragons as well, and we're just putting ourselves under far too much pressure. And I know a lot of coaches say that, but where we lost the game tonight is our forwards lost the ruck with and without the ball. We lost the collision, and then our backs are putting ourselves under too much pressure by coming up with too many errors. So we need to address that.
Are there any experiences that you're playing of coaching career that you can draw on to help the other team through this tough time?
Yep. First year at the Cowboys as an assistant coach, we lost 10 in a row. but we've got to make sure we stay on course because the following year we turned that around and finished third. So I've been here before, but there's a lot of hard work before you get to that.
What did Cowboys tend to that?
They didn't sign many players. We only signed Chad Townsend and Peter Hiku from memory. So there's only 2 players coming in, but we had a plan and we stuck to it as a coaching group.
What do you think the Dragons can try and replicate?
Well, I don't know what the Dragons are doing next year. All I'm focused on is the review, Wednesday's training session.
So you can just speak to the one positive of the day was Drinky signing early in the morning. Can you tell us about what he'll bring? I know it doesn't help you in the short term, but big signing for the club.
Yeah, it is a big signing for the club, and I was lucky enough to work with Drinky for 3 years. Very smart footy player, high IQ, a real competitor, but that's next year's issue. That's it's a long way away.
Thanks, guys. Well, Dean Young didn't hide from that, did he, Liam? He told it how it is.
He definitely did joke. I'm surprised the captain wasn't there at the media, so I don't know why. But Damien Cook wasn't there.
No, I wouldn't have put him through it.
Maybe Youngie told him to
yeah, 100%.
He'll take.
He's not going to go out there and cop the media blasting him about a 48-point flogging. I wouldn't have took him out either.
Yeah. Anyway, that was I think that we'll leave that part of the show there. But we wouldn't be all doing this show without the help of our sponsor.
Oh, okay. Before that, Jess, can I just say only 3 of our players ran for over 100 metres.
Tony Couchman was one of them,
and Toto too, and Hamish Stewart. None of them ran. All right, we're gonna hear from him. Let's go. Hear from this bloke.
Where are we?
All right, Dragons fans, before we rip into this week's game, let's talk about a local business that absolutely knows how to get the job done. If you're running a warehouse, moving locations, upgrading your storage, or staring down the barrel of a lease make good, you need the team at Complete Warehouse Solutions. These guys aren't some big city outfit who don't know the area. They're family owned, based right here in Lake Illawarra, servicing the Illawarra and beyond. And when they say complete, they mean complete. New warehouse fit out, they'll measure it, design it, supply it, and install your pallet racking and shelving properly. Safe, compliant, and built to last. Relocating, they'll dismantle your racking, transport it, and rebuild it at the new site so you're back up and running faster than a Dragons backline shift. End of lease and the landlord wants it back to bare bones? No dramas. They'll strip it out, repair it, repaint it, clean it, leave it looking like you were never there. And here's the smart bit. They even buy back quality used racking and storage systems. So instead of wasting money, you might actually put some back in your pocket. It's tough work, it's hands-on, it's industrial, and it's done by locals who take pride in doing it right. So if your warehouse needs muscle, experience, and a team that won't muck you around, get onto Complete Warehouse Solutions. Because just like the Dragons, when the pressure's on, you want the right team beside you. Complete Warehouse Solutions, your one-stop shop for getting the job done.
And what do we need to do if we want some help with warehousing, Big T?
Complete If you own a warehouse and you want all your warehousing needs done, Complete Warehouse Solutions. Phone them on 4257 1930 or 0417 223 409. Or you can speak to Jeff direct, jeff@completews.com.au. Give him a yell. Send him a message, say good day. But he's a Penrith fan. We'll give him heaps about that.
Thank you for that, Big T. We saw Dean Young give Michael Ennis his marching orders on earlier in the week, and Michael Ennis spoke about his his departure from the club on Thursday night on Fox League's coverage.
He's just a big crybaby.
It was 8:30 yet? I'll say it, bitch.
new halfback, new coach, huge changes. I'm really sorry that your time at the Dragons has come to an end. What
Thanks,
was
Bob.
your conversation with Dean like?
Well, I mean, it was disappointing. Disappointing in the first part that, Shane and I are obviously very close, Shane Flanagan, and to see how difficult it's been for him as a close friend and a great mentor and a great coach. For me, that was tough on Monday, first and foremost, and then obviously disappointing, after having a conversation with Dean, because I love coaching and I thoroughly understand that, with the position that the club's in and the results that they've had, that they needed to make some change, and I respect him for the conversations that he had, and can do nothing more than to really wish them well. There's some great people, a lot of great people at the Dragons, and whilst the results haven't been there, there's a lot of great things happening there. And I'm really looking forward to watching them on not only this weekend, but for the rest of the season. And I hope Dean does a great job with them, which I'm sure he will.
All right. Thoughts on what Michael Ennis said about his departure, Coco?
I think he was respectful, but he was never really there. He was always on Fox Sports, so I don't understand. If he loves coaching, then why was he on Fox Sports all the time? I think that was lovely, and I think he meant it. And I thought that's beautiful. Thank you, but it's true. True. If you're a coach, shouldn't you be there or with Dean talking or Shane or whoever you wanted, and just sit down and talk about the team? Not be on Fox Sports all the time.
Yeah. He was more. I thought he was more committed to that job. We're probably the only club in the game, or one of a few that have an had an assistant as a part-time coach, Liam.
Yeah, so we can't have part-time. We've got to be full-time, because this is probably the reason why we're down the bottom too, because we need people that want us to win, that want that club to win, passionate. I'm going back to when we had that slogan, inspire, proud, true. We need to be true fans. We've got to be inspired. We've got to be loud and be loud at the games. Make sure that these everyone sees and hears the Dragons fans, because even though we're down in a dark tunnel, the light will come out sooner or later. Look at the Tigers, look at the Knights, look at the Panthers, look at Manly, look at those people. Yes, we're stuck in mud, but we can get out of it.
Yeah, that question down there, Jess. Lee Delaney's watching Matty John's show. G'day, Matty, if you're watching, buddy. Maybe not. Listen to us, bunch of legends. Love you, Lee. You're an absolute champion. 450 to be winless until round 18. What are your thoughts? What is everybody's thoughts on that one?
Round 18? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think they're wrong. Have you seen our next 5 games, Big T?
Yeah, I have. Yes, they're
Penrith. Newcastle, Penrith, Warriors, Broncos, Sharks. I can't see anything but 5 losses there. Do you agree with that, Liam?
I would not be surprised if we'll be the first ever team in the NRL to not win a single game this season.
Do you know when the last team to go winless in a season was?
Newcastle 2016.
No.
They won a game.
Nope. 1966.
Oh wow!
The Roosters. When you were a little boy, Big T?
No, 69, mate. I'm a 69er. I love 69. 1966. The Roosters went the whole season without a win. So that was the last time.
That's the year we won a comp. That was the last of the 11.
Our last of the 11. So the $1.20 for the spoon.
Steve Alley. Your team's got your own problems at the moment.
Yeah, fuck off, you Bulldog supporter.
Yeah, great fight could make a difference, maybe.
Look,
and Larry Flex reckons we'll win a game between here and 18.
I hope we do.
Larry,
I hope we do.
Don't forget. Sorry, Coco. Don't forget, if you comment, you get name of the barrel.
That's okay.
And Liam, you're our scoop of the podcast. Last 2 days, we've seen 2 signings. So Scott Drinkwater signed a 3-year deal yesterday, and Phillip Sami done deal today. 3-year deals for both of them. What are your thoughts on those 2 signings?
Phillip Sami, I don't highly recommend. He's a good signing, but Scott Drinkwater, I think he's one of the best signings so far. One out of the 2 good signings because Gutho, I don't see him lasting at the club much longer beyond this season.
Your thoughts, Big T? Scott Drinkwater and Phillip Sami signing with the club?
I don't think Scott Drinkwater's the answer. Phillip Sami's a great winger.
He's getting on,
good finisher. He's a good finisher. What's he, 29?
29
30
already.
now or something?
He'll be 30
29.
next year.
Yeah, no, well, look, it's rugby league. These wingers these days, they can go till they're 35, 36. Look at the Morris boys. They went a long time. We've got him for 3 or 4 years, and he completes it. Oh, no, we've got him for the next 3 years. He completes our sets. He scores tries. He'll be great. He's quick. I don't think Scott Drinkwater is our answer. I would have thrown money at Will Kennedy at Cronulla and let Drinkwater go to Cronulla.
Well, anyway, that's that news on the recruitment. We had some better news happened through the week. I know Big T has been holding his breath to talk Origin, but we get our first taste of it this week as the women's Origin starts this Thursday night up at Newcastle at McDonald Jones Stadium. And one of our own will be pulling on the Sky Blue for the first time.
Whether she gets a run or not.
Let's have a look at this.
Jamie Chapman, Jess Surgis,
Mm-mm.
Bill Kelly.
She's engaged, sorry.
Millie Elliott,
Yay, go girl. Woo.
Back.
Ellie Johnston, our vice captain, Tiana Penatani Gray,
You go,
Yasmin
sister.
Meeks, Olivia Koenig, Olivia Higgins,
I like Olivia.
That's
Kennedy
Big T.
Cherrington, Kezzy Apps, Teagan Berry,
Yay.
Courtney
Sure, I get a run.
Baxter, Butler,
Well, anyway, there it is. Coco, Teagan Berry to make her Origin debut Thursday night. It's been a long time coming, but good on her. Great to see her play alongside the best players in the game and finally get a run for the Blues.
Yes, it is. I hate when they do this? They put Origin first, the girls' Origin first, then the actual season. It's shit. You don't know how they're going to play during the year. Why are they doing it now? It's frustrating. No offense to
It's their first game of the year.
Yeah, but why? Why can't they do it like us, like the men? Like, I'd rather watch girls first and then have it when the men's are on. Like, have the men's on, have the women's on, because, like, seeing, like, it's better. Why are they doing it before, like, the actual season? I don't get it.
Well, at the moment they don't probably have the depth to cover the players that lose because it's only a short season. They only have an 11-week season. They probably don't have the time, and it'll hurt the clubs too much. But probably when
Well, that's a bit sad.
in the future they'll probably look at it. But yeah.
Well, I aim for women's sport to be equal to men's sport then.
Well, anyway, Liam, take us through the Blues team.
So lining up at fullback, you got Abby Church. On the wings, you got Chapman and Jamie Fressard. In the centers, you got Jess Surgis and Isabel Kelly. In the halves, you got Jocelyn Keller and Jessie Southwell. In the front row, at props, you got Millie Elliott and Ellie Johnston. And in the hooker role is Kelly Nizar. In the second row, you got Tiana Penatani Gray, Yasmin Mikas, and locking the scrum, Olivia Koenig. And then on the sixth women bench, you got Olivia Higgins, Kennedy Cherrington, Kezzy Apps, Teagan Berry who could make her debut, Corbin Baxter, another player who could be making their debut in Rima Butler, and rounding out the extended bench, Quincy Dodd.
And they're coached by John Strange. So there was news that come through during the week that so like we've seen in the men and the Origin coming up, that they will have the 6-man bench. That will not happen in the women's game. So there'll be no 6-player bench in the women's game. So the bench will go with Higgins, Cherrington, Keziaps, and John Strange. The Blues coach did confirm Teagan Berry will play. It's just a matter of when. And let's hear from Teagan Berry when they announced a team earlier in the week. Move that and that. Where's that?
That's just kind of been within our group, I guess, for a few years now. And I just think get involved and someone that I is a big game player. You can do things that a lot of people can't. So no matter what,
Look at those legs.
In that Origin arena. So yeah, I'm very, very proud, and I think I'm going to be a part of this Blues team.
I can imagine. There's a megawatt smile there. Flash, very fitting nickname, by the way, and absolutely tailor-made for these big moments. Welcome to the New South Wales Women's Squad for 2026. Now, for those of you who are going, where do I know her from? You may remember her from such stunning tries from the under-18s, and then you did get in the under-19s. She was going viral for all the right reasons. So I feel like you're more than ready to step into this New South Wales environment. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm honestly stoked, and it's a dream come true for me. Obviously, doing the 6 weeks with the girls, it's like such an honour just to be out there training with these girls, and for me to debut with the girls, I'm just like, so yeah, I'm ecstatic.
You've got an incredible leadership, a fabulous coach, and so much experience right throughout this team. I'm guessing you were a footy fan growing up, so who did you admire the most, and how seriously do you take now your position that other young girls and boys, more importantly, can watch and fall in love and support the women's game?
I honestly admire everyone in the room. JT was actually someone I looked up to growing up, and I guess I fell in love with the game and I found a passion for footy. So yeah.
Well, it's wonderful to see you. Cannot wait to see you right throughout this series. Millie, congratulations. Sorry, I was thinking.
What do you make of what Teagan Berry said there, Liam? No, finally good to see her be in this arena and show what she's got to the rugby league world on the big stage.
Like what she said, Shag, I think it's a huge congrats to her for being making her Origin debut, and whatever time she gets onto the field, she put her head down, her bum up, and just worked hard for it these past few seasons. And she grew up idolising boring Queensland Shenae T.
Big T's not listening.
Sorry, I'm just reading comments. Sorry.
Put him on mute, Jag.
Not yet.
Somebody first grew up idolising a typical Queenslander who just always cries and sulks. But she's a New South Wales person through and through.
Yep, Coco, you there? Yep. So how do you? Yep. I know you like Teagan Berry. She's been probably our best player arguably our best player over the last few years. How do you feel that she finally gets her opportunity to play in Origin for New South Wales?
Good on her. I think good on her. And some of these players might have like Queensland players as their idols. That's okay. It's like us. We grew up with different people. It's fine. It's so what when it's Origin. And Jonah Thurston is a pretty good player, but good on her. I hope she goes well. She gets a run. Shows her flash self. Let run through them. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see her. That team looks amazing. So it's good to see the girls. I'm so surprised at Kennedy. What's her name? Kennedy
Sherrington.
Yeah, that one. Like she only plays a bit. I thought she was injured, so She's hot and cold, but she's still a good player as well.
She's one that goes out and rips in. She's a good impact player. She's
Is
one of
there
the
any-
best middle forward in the game. So yeah.
Is there
It's
any
a
wonder
pretty
why the
stacked Blues
Roosters?
team.
Is there any wonder why the Roosters are so stacked? Look at
They've
that.
got the Roosters coach.
Coach, Surgis, Kelly, Frezard, Kelleher, Millie Elliott, Keely Nizza. You go to the other side, Olivia Koenig, Corbin Baxter, and Rima Butler, man. Like,
right?
Is it any wonder? But when you look over the other side, it's pretty well dominated by Broncos. So
They're the best two teams.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they are the best two teams in the competition. Well, you got Tamika Upton and Julia Robinson, both from the Broncos. Rory Owen and Shenae Ciesiolka, one of our girls.
Upton's the new captain with Brigginshaw retiring.
Correct. Yes. Shenae Ciesiolka. She's new dragon. Phoenix Rain Hippie. She's a good player for the Gold Coast. Shenae Kira Ratu. She is a beautiful player. From the Cronulla Sharks. She's about 6'7", and she plays in the halves. You know, she's a great player. Watch that girl. Lauren Brown is the other half. Mackenzie Wheel, Jada Ferguson, and Jessica Elliston in the front row. Sienna Lofipo, Romy Teitzel, great player. I like Romy Teitzel. Keely Joseph, Emma Manzelman, Atessa Pulu. She's on debut, along with Phoenix Rain Hippie in the run-on side. Shantae Kiriratu also making her debut. Chelsea Lenarduzzi, Brianna Clark, Ivana Lolicio, she's also making her debut. Destiny Brill and Destiny Mino Sinapati from the Gold Coast also making her debut. A few debuts in that side.
Making his debut.
He is too. Our Dragons coach, Nathan Cross, is the coach for Game 1, Game 2, Game 3 in the NRLW State of Origin.
Yep. Now, Big T, interesting selections. You know how the new eligibility rules, how New Zealand players can now play for their State of Origin. Queensland have already done that with Atessa Pule and Brianna Clark.
Nice.
They weren't eligible to play for Queensland in the past because they played for New Zealand. Now they get this chance, and Nathan Cross has taken advantage of it. What do you think of picking those New Zealand players in Atessa Pule and Brianna Clark?
If they're the rules now, you can use them. There's no controversy about selecting those players because they're the rules now. If you played your first rugby league game in New South Wales before 13, you can play for New South Wales or Queensland. Yes, Liam. Yes, exactly. Or Queensland. So they want to use those players. There's no controversy. Use them. I'm sure all teams will. Well, the Roosters are all Australian players, so they
watch it happen in the men's game as well.
We'll see it happen. I think it'll be a blight on the State of Origin because our young boys won't get a go at playing State of Origin because we'll have Adam Fanul Blake or somebody else in front of them. So I think it will be. We'll lose experience. Australian Rugby League will lose experience, and it mightn't happen for another 10 years, but the experience won't be there to play the big games and to step up to play international.
Yep, there's a couple of big outs though for Queensland this year. Big T, Tarrant Aiken's still recovering from an injury she picked up last year, and it's a change in the gut. Ali Brigginshaw's retired, so they've got a new captain in Tamika Upton, who right now is the best player in the game.
She is, yeah, she is the best player in the game, Tamika Upton, and she'll be a great captain for Queensland. The experience of Brigginshaw, that'll be a bit tough. But you're bringing in, I know it's a debutante, Shantae. I think she'll handle it. She's got a great kick on her. I think it'll be a close. I hope it's a close game. And Queenslander! Here we go.
Big T, looking at that Blues team though, where do you think Queensland have to shut us down? There's attack right off the. There's stars right across the park for New South Wales.
Queensland have to shut down Abbey Church, Jamie Chapman, Jess Surges, Isabel Kelly, Jamie Frezard, Jocelyn Keller, Jesse Southwell, Millie Elliott, Keely Nizza,
So you
Ellie
mean the
Johnson,
whole team, Big T?
Gianna
So you
Penatoni
mean the
Gray,
whole
Yasmin
team?
May. Even the players that don't play, Queensland are going to have to watch. That is just the stack side. Queensland are a stack side as well, but that's just the stack side.
Sorry to interrupt, Big T. Can I do a shout out, please?
Oh,
To
quickly!
Brady Stewart.
Who?
Brady Stewart.
Did you meet him at footy?
Yes. Brady
Nice.
Stewart. It was nice meeting one of the Mad Dragons fans. Thank you for coming up. We'd like to see you again, mate. Down another game.
You can have a game of Xbox with him, Brady.
I met you yesterday too, Liam.
I'm talking to Coco. It's all good.
Yeah, I've seen those photos. I've seen the photos of Liam and Benny, Liam and Coco.
Yeah,
I've seen those photos.
And Matty Cooper.
It's not Matty Cooper as well. It's nice to get together and say good day and actually shake hands with the people we do this with. You know, like
face to face. It's
we're all in separate parts of the world. You know, or separate parts of Australia.
Yeah.
We've got Donny in Western Australia. Youngie's down in Melbourne. Muzz is up in Queensland. Good luck, Muzz. You're having a hard time at the moment. Good luck to you, mate. Hasman's up in North New South Wales. I mean mid New South Wales up there. Yeah. We're all over the place. Oh, I'm down at the beautiful Jarvis Bay. Walk the beach.
Coco and I are in the Gong.
Yeah. We're going to your house soon, Big T. We're going to have a cook up.
Yeah, Jess has come down to my place and we had a look at
Big
my
T's right on
beach.
the beach, Coco.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, I'm there.
300 meters. 300 meters.
Well.
And James Reed's in Barrel. There we go. Look.
He's in Tigers territory.
Oh, that would be so cold right now. Barrel.
Would be cold.
Anyway, but yeah, that will be on Thursday night, 7:30. A bit of a stat too. The last there's been 2 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. Big T. Who's won them both?
Queensland.
Muting.
They've won both games at McDonald Jones Stadium. So
Was that the last one last year, wasn't it? Game 3.
Yep. And Lauren Brown kicked the field goal the year before.
Yeah.
In the torrential rain.
In the pouring rain.
Well, there you go.
Brady
He's going to go visit you.
He's only half an hour down the coast.
Anyway, that's that. And you can, if you want to tune in on Thursday, Wobble and Jaw and I will be calling that game. So it'll be right here live on the Facebook and YouTube page. So if you want to tune in and watch our commentary, me and Sam from Wobble and Jaw Sports will be calling that game. Women's State of Origin game number 1 kicking off at 7:45, but our coverage will be at 7:30 p.m. this Thursday night. So tune in.
Let us know where you're from in the comments. That'll be good.
And in the lower grades today, it was a win in our Jersey Flag side. They are now at 6-1, I think, to start the season. I think they're on top of the table. They played the Roosters down at Collegian Sports Complex today. But our New South Wales Cup side were a little bit depleted today. 5 players went down with a HIA last week. Kade Reed was put up into the first grade team. Actually, Jacob Halangahu dropped back to play today after playing just 15 minutes yesterday. But a bloke that did make his return, Liam, was Dylan Egan after 12 months out of the game with that ACL injury, scoring 2 tries, only playing one half of football. Did you see any of the game, or what do you think? Only playing one half. Do you think his fitness isn't there?
So first off, I want to say Brady Stewart. I left not long after the James Tedesco try, so I think that would have been like 20 minutes to go. I just couldn't bear watching the pain of tries being put against us. And I didn't watch any of the New South Wales Cup game today, Jag, so I didn't see it.
He,
But I heard,
Jared Egan only got
Jared
through
Egan
40
scored
minutes. He did score 2 tries, and let's hear from the Eagle after the game. Oh, bloody disappeared.
Teagan the Eagle. Oh, yeah. Was they get beat by down there, Jess?
48-28.
Well, I scored 28
Not bad
points.
by 20. That's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Like being depleted like they were.
Get back field and blow the cobweb. Dill, first game back, mate. How do you feel out there? Yeah, a bit sore. Lungs are blowing, but no, it's good to get back on the field and blow the cobwebs out.
2 tries there. You couldn't have hoped for a better first half.
No one wants to see me on the moody, so I had to tick that off for the lads. But no, it was just good getting back on the field. And a lot of effort's been put into this, and to come back and play with the lads, it was very enjoyable.
What was the week like for you? Obviously, a lot of hard work's gone into this moment for you.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to let the nerves down, not think about it too much. I know I played plenty of footy games before, so I just keep it simple and do my job for the team.
Nice to see him back, Big T. But
yeah, lovely to see him back after 12 months. He done an ACL around this time last year, wasn't it? It was round 11.
Yeah, against the Broncos up there. Yeah.
So
it's going to take him time to get his minutes back, isn't it?
But it is. But I think he steps straight back into the side next week.
You mean 2 weeks, Big T?
2 weeks, sorry, yeah, doesn't he?
But you know what? If we have a bye, I think if they're going to
New
choose
South Wales
Dylan
Cup
Egan,
don't play either.
No,
Yeah.
quite. But we lose Luciano.
Yeah.
So,
He might come on the bench.
Our future second rowers, Egan and Couchman. That'll start next week.
Yeah.
I
2
think
weeks
Helen
is only
Gahu will
Big T.
start. Egan might come off the bench.
Well, there you go. There's another one of our future back rowers, Helen Gahu. So we're going to see a little bit of our future in 2 weeks' time with if Egan comes in, Helen Gahu, Couchman's, Hamish Stewart, having those Sewer out, like Luciano out. So they're both gone. Sewer's gone already. He's gone to the Eels, who apparently they got flogged tonight. By who do they play tonight? Scoop?
Newcastle, Penrith.
No, Parramatta and Manly.
Manly and Parramatta, yeah.
Manly gave him an absolute touch up.
33-18, it finished up in the end, but
yeah, but it was 7-6 at halftime, I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
6-7.
Do you know what I do on my great nephews and great nieces, because I'm so old? I've got great nephews and great nieces. They go 6, 7, 6, 7. I go 8, 9. they look at me and go, "What?"
I do 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do that one.
Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. And everybody not my age, who knows how to count to 12, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go the ABC. Sesame Street.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was Manly. Thanks, Lee.
Yep, and they're actually undefeated, still under Kieran Foran. Best winning streak ever by an interim coach.
Bastard.
I would not be surprised if he makes the grand final.
What do you think of that, Jess?
No, I don't think so. No. He's still part of our
Why don't you think we can beat the Knights? Why? What is the positivity? Come on. They're not playing bloody great. That's it. I'm going to have a cocoa hour and all the fans can come and talk to me. How about that, fans? Do you want a cocoa hour or do you want like a cocoa segment where you can just be free and talk? Let me know.
Liam, take us through the ladder. Round 8, it's finished today. Take us through the ladder.
The ladder.
So in first, you got Penrith Panthers. In second, you got New Zealand Warriors. Third, you got the Tigers.
West.
Fourth, you got South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Yeah,
Fifth,
the
you
Rabbitohs.
got the Roosters. Sixth, you got Manly. Seventh, you got the Brisbane Broncos. And rounding out the top 8, you got the Cowboys.
Wow.
And then ninth, you got the Sharks. 10th, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. 13th, Newcastle Knights. 14th, the Dolphins. 15th,
Dolphins are
Gold
12th.
Coast Titans.
14th.
Sorry. 14th, you got the Canberra Raiders. 15th, you got the Parramatta Squeals, or the Eels. And in 16th, dropping, who had a really big drop-off this year, you got the Melbourne Storm. And
Oh, they have,
17th,
haven't they?
I do not want to mention that.
Yeah, we don't mention the bottom team. I want to talk about the Storm team losing 6 in a row. Let's talk about them. Nobody's talking about them losing 6 in a row. I want people to talk about.
Yippee-yay. Sorry.
I want people talking about Queensland's 15. They're losing 6 in a row. Come on, let's talk about that. They talk about Dragons. They talk about Dragons losing 8 in a row. We'll talk about them losing 6 in a row. Come on.
Exactly. And they're not. And and they said the other day, they said if it wasn't Craig Bellamy as a coach, would his name be tossed up for like sacking? I was like, yeah, that's actually true. If his name wasn't Craig Bellamy, would he? Because of what's happening.
What he's done in the game.
Go
Yeah.
the Secret Raider.
Gary Kozlowski reckons you're a Rabbitohs supporter deep down, Coach.
No.
Like,
No.
And
No.
What do you
Annie
have to
says
say to
she wants
Gary
catch
then?
up over a few wines. She's in the gong too, mate. Annie's
Oh
in
yeah,
the
I'll
gong too.
be down for a few wines, love. Yeah, we can just have therapy about our Dragons.
Yeah, invite Jess.
Yeah,
Jess is
we can
only
have a
now.
few drinks.
Jess is only in Albion Park. If everyone wants to go down and see him.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do therapy, footy therapy together. No,
There you go.
Gary, I'm not a
Isn't it?
Rabbitohs supporter. I just like Cody Walker. I like the team. I like
You like
Cody
Matt
Walker,
Duffy.
Latrell. You know, I like
How
those.
good's Matt
And
Duffy
Talis
going?
Duncan, Bud Sullivan. You know,
Did
Bud.
you see Latrell absolutely own Harry Grant on the other night? Oh,
Yeah, he got
absolutely
the medal last night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but he just owned Harry Grant.
Yeah.
Smashed him about the
I
place.
just
like
want
a-
to say, how good is Matt Duffy going for them?
Oh, stop that.
Oh, for frick. I would not be surprised if when Jai Gray gets back from injury, I would not be surprised if he doesn't get the number 1 jersey back from Matt Duffy.
Oh
They're
no,
just
he'll get
clones
it
of
back.
each other.
They are. They are. They're
Um,
so tough. They're so tough, both of them. They're as tough as Tedesco. Oh yeah, Tedesco is the toughest player in the NRL.
He gets
Would you
better
agree?
every year.
Would you agree? He's the toughest player.
Mm.
He's got to be the hardest to tackle.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Gary. I must have hit a sore point. Gary, is there a problem? Because I don't really care. Like, what's the problem? Tell me. Love your thoughts. Come. Come. I do love Latrell. Actually, my mum loves Latrell. I just love his don't care attitude on that field. So it's like Big T said, he did own Harry Grant. Good on him. And when he's frustrated,
yeah.
you know. So come
I'm
on,
gonna
Gary,
mention
tell me what's the
something when
problem.
Kego's done. I'm calling an early scoop here. Latrell Mitchell will be back in Origin this year.
Oh, for sure. We don't. You're going to call that a crow? You're going to crow that one? You're going to crow it?
Yes, crow.
He'll be in there.
For sure.
He'll be pairing him in the centres.
He
Will it be
scares
Tony
me.
Staggs or Stephen Crichton, Liam?
All right, Tony Staggs for sure.
I think it'll be. I'm gonna go a bit left field for this one. It'll probably be.
Well, Tom Trebojevic is unavailable.
No, yeah, I'd go Stags for sure. I like Stags.
He's in
yeah,
good
I'm gonna go
form.
Stags. I was just
Crichton's,
thinking, 'cause
Crichton's very up and down.
And isn't he injured?
He come back on Friday, but didn't do much.
Yeah.
it'll be Tony Staggs and Latrell in the centres, Casey McLean on one side of the field and Brian Topwell on the other.
Now,
He's
we'll
doing
talk
his
about
job
the
then,
coaching situation.
Christopher.
Well, the coaching
There's a bit of that.
situation.
Yeah. Wait,
So, we'll start with you, Big T. How long would you be waiting to give Young? How much time would you give Dean Young as interim coach? Like, we've got him rest of the year.
End of the year. I think if they're not going to name him as coach, they have to do it sooner rather than later. I'll give him to the end of the year. Like, this year's gone. Just bring in the young blokes, play the young blokes, get them experience. When they might be losing, but it's experience. It's experience.
Did you hear Gus's comments about flooding these guys into a losing environment? How do you feel about that? Like,
no,
it's a bit. The whole team's down on confidence right now.
They are down on confidence, and we need someone to come out and do something different. And we've seen that. Kade Reed on two or three occasions, he'd done something different. You know what I mean? We need to do something different.
And Dean Young wasn't going to fix it in 6 days.
Look, we knew we were up against it against the Roosters. We knew we were. We knew we weren't going to come out and win that game. We knew it. And we knew an 18-year-old kid isn't the answer, or 19-year-old kid isn't the answer. He wasn't the answer on Saturday night. He wasn't the answer.
We don't have the team.
He was just put into a position where we haven't got anything else. We've been whinging for weeks. We've been whinging for weeks. Kyle Flanagan is not the man. I would have rather waited till Newcastle to bring him in, him into a state of origin. It's a state of origin style game. It's a huge day.
And he was in the media all week.
It's emotional. Anzac Day's an emotional day. And you're out there fighting for your brothers on the field, as those men were out there fighting for their brothers in the field. You know what I mean? Out on the battle lines. It was a big day to throw him in. We knew he wasn't going to be the answer, but he did do things different. He did change it up a bit.
He took risks.
He took a couple of risks, which Kyle Flanagan didn't take. So he's got forethought. Kyle Flanagan doesn't think plays ahead. Kyle Flanagan, Kade Reed thinks
too scared
plays
to take
ahead.
the line on Flanagan.
Kade Reed will look at, we're on tackle 1. What am I going to do in tackle 4? All right, we'll set it up to land here, and then I'll play 4 from here. We'll spin it out wide. We'll go out the backs. We'll bring a player in underneath. We'll do a crisscross. We'll do whatever, you know. But he's looking ahead. He's got a very good football mind, and he looks ahead to what he's going to do on the last tackle when he's on his first tackle. And he's looking at the players, and you've got to have this. You've got to have a halfback like this who looks at the field and says, "Okay, there's a gap there. I'm going to put Jaden Sewer through that gap. I'm going to put Dylan Egan through that gap," and that's what the halfback's got to do. Look at JT and Gavin Cooper. How many tries did Gavin Cooper score off JT? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have players. You got to have combinations like that. Cliffy Lyons and Steve Menzies. You've got to have combinations like that. So these boys now, they've been playing together for how many years, Jess?
Yeah.
Too long.
They've been playing together. I'm talking Kade Reed, the Couchmans, Hamish, Loco.
Kade Reed's a bit younger than those guys, though.
Well, all those other ones have been playing like together. So if you can build that combination, build a combination. You've got to build combinations. It'll take time. Like the Cliffy Lyons, Steve Menzies combination, JT, Gavin Cooper. You've got to have Kade Reed, Dylan Egan. You've got to have Kade Reed, Halangahu. You know what I mean? That's what they've got to build.
Remember when we had Bo Scott and Jamie Soward?
Combinations. Pardon?
Oh, yeah, Bo Scott.
Remember we had Bo Scott and Jamie Soward?
That's right. You've got to find players like that. But what I'm saying is they were more a defending combination.
Both Scott would protect Jamie Soward, yeah.
That's right. I'm not talking defending. I'm talking more attacking, where you've got to build the combinations between your outside edges and your halfback. That's the way it works. Rugby league's a simple game. Simple game.
Well,
Run the
now,
ball.
our boys make it look very hard, don't they?
Run the ball. Deceive the opposition. Rugby league's about deceit. It's about deceit. So when you're playing, you've got to do 4 plays before you can deceive the other team. So you go 4 plays. I'll go short. I'll go short. I'll go short. They're thinking you're going to go short. You go long. That's deception. You got to think you got to think they've got to think you're doing the same thing every time, and you know it's going to go outside the 3rd time, the 4th time. Combinations. You got to have combinations.
Liam, how long would you be waiting on appointing a new coach? There's no real time frame they've indicated. They just want to take their time and make sure they actually pick the right coach.
I wouldn't say right now, but maybe give it like 3 or 4 weeks to the end, before the end of the season, so we have that time for the coach and the players to interact and before pre-season starts. So I reckon about 3 or 4 weeks towards the back end of the season.
Coco, I know it's only been 1 game, but do you think Dean Young's got a shot, or they've still got the habits of what Flanagan instilled in them, and that's going to take time for him to get out of it. He's got 16 games remaining this year.
Yeah, I think just give him this whole season. Like, you can't build Rome in a day, and he's having a shit time. It's just when Anzac Day has happened, and, you know, he has been in the Dragons for a long time. He wasn't in the Steelers. Dean Young wasn't in Steelers. He was in the Dragons, wasn't he?
Yeah, he played for St George Illawarra, yeah. And he's
So
a Dragon deep down.
Yeah. So he's a Dragon deep down. So he understands the back story of the Dragons. He played. He was 2010
Won a
there.
premiership,
So he knows. So you know what? He might have to go. You know what? There's like a video thing in that performance center. Sit them down. Actually, probably do a montage of St George, their history, and then put the Illawarra side to it, and let them know, because sit them down, and that's all how these guys are going to actually feel. Because, I just still think give him till the end of the year, get the ones he wants, get it out. Because what else are we meant to be doing? What else can he do? Where we've got 16 games to go, and the big one that was Anzac Day, and we got demolished, and already people are like, yeah, sack him. Oh, like, sorry, do you want to go coach? Sorry, do you want to sit there and actually see?
Job.
It is. Yes.
I'll do it.
Gary.
I'll coach the fuckers.
Gary, I think he likes you, Coco.
Gary, if you wanna have a chin wag, just send me. I've got Facebook. Find my name, okay? You know, everyone doesn't have to like Latrell, mate. Just give it a rest.
But yeah, it's tough times ahead. There's going to be darker games ahead, I think. But we do have the Knights in a couple of weeks where we should. Yeah. There was reports during the week that we will welcome back Guffo and Jacob Little, Big T. So can that help us, or I don't know whether it will or not.
I don't know whether Little's coming in. He's done a couple of hammies, hasn't he?
And Guffo's done a hammy.
Twins last week. Guffer hammies are very tough hammies. You can't rush them. Look at Christian Tuipoloi last year. He came back, done it again. You know what I mean?
4 times.
So it's not something you can rush back. I don't think you should rush them back. If they can come back next week, bring them back, but don't rush them back. Or 2 weeks' time, sorry. It might be a bit different, but
if we had won a few games too, you'd consider it. But
exactly right. If we were up in 10th spot fighting for the 8, you'd bring them back, but don't bring them back. Give the young blokes a go. Oh, Little, I'll bring him back first time I can get him. But Gutho,
Well, look, Luke had a good suggestion here. Bring in some of the old boys, talking to them like Matt Cooper, Michael Wayman. Yeah, and,
They do that.
He did that yesterday. Young
Michael
boy,
Wayman.
2005 team.
Michael Wayman's there every game day because he's part of the
ground
announcing team. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. I think bring them in. Well,
So he's there.
Well, yesterday,
Cooper's there,
Dan Young
Paul
brought in the
Austin's there.
2005 team. Justin
Yeah.
Paul, Mark Gasnier, Matt Cooper was there, Ben Cray.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It was good to see, but I didn't translate onto the field, though. And I remember that 2005 game. Matty Head did that chip over the top and gave it to Matt Cooper to score the try to level the game. And then Matty Head kicked the goal from the sideline to win us the game. It was probably one of the best Anzac Day games of all time.
It was. Who's that laugh?
Okay.
That was my mom. Big T was asking who was that laugh. Sorry? Big T was asking who was that laughing.
How goes the drill?
Yeah, he is good on and off the field, Gary. So,
we thought the last three were, but this one's going to be the biggest coach in our history.
It could
Needs to
be,
be
yes.
someone good.
Well, other than Wayne, it's a big one, yeah. But I saw your question on the chat during the week, Big T. Ben Cray to be the new football manager.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's got the experience behind him to be a football manager at what is he? He's early 40s.
He's 41, I think.
Yeah, 41, 42. Mate, he's got a football head on him. He needs to come in. He needs to forget about.
Big job for him.
Oh, it's a huge job. He's a St George Illawarra guy.
yeah.
Ben Cray, isn't he?
Yes, he is, Big T.
Premiership
Who
winner.
no one like played for the Steelers or just St George Dragons. See, this is what I'm getting confused because bringing some of the St George Dragons players, like
They can bring Illawarra players. You can bring back.
that's what I meant.
Freddie
Yeah, both.
Rodwell, Johnny
Yeah.
Simon. Johnny Simon lives down at Albion at Kiama.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
because I think hearing like both sides of history and how they love the game, and
exactly
right. I think it would be good because for the players, I think they're in a rut, and it's really sad because we want to see them win. We want to see that positivity, but at the moment, I don't know what's going on. If like you saying,
What was
Big
that-
T, bring
What was
like, who
our
else
figures
was-
in 07, 08, Jess? Can you remember back that far? What was our where were we on the table? I know we were.
Oh, wait, we just scraped into the semis. That's the year Gasnier went to France. Remember when he went to France?
Oh, yeah.
07, we lost a few players. So we didn't
So
go as
look,
good.
you got to bring those players back as well because 7, 08 we didn't do well. 9, 10, 11.
08 we made the semis, but we just scraped in.
Yeah, we scraped in. 9, 10, 11. We were
Those
world
were our
beaters.
glory years.
We were world beaters. So
we
we got
were
to bring.
world beaters in 05 and 06. We should have won a comp in those years.
We should have won a cup in those years. But 07, 08, we didn't have the players. We didn't have the cattle. Players had left. We brought the new players in 09, 10, and 11. We absolutely killed it. And that's what we've got to look at now, bringing new players.
Well,
So
we did
for
have
2
someone
years,
called Wayne Bennett.
we did. But who knows? Ben Hornby could be the next Wayne Bennett.
Well, anyway, that about wraps us up for the evening.
CWS.
Yeah, we'll do this.
All right, Dragons fans, before we rip into this week's game, let's talk about a local business that absolutely knows how to get the job done. If you're running a warehouse, moving locations, upgrading your storage, or staring down the barrel of a lease make good, you need the team at Complete Warehouse Solutions. These guys aren't some big city outfit who don't know the area. They're family owned, based right here in Lake Illawarra, servicing the Illawarra and beyond. And when they say complete, they mean complete. New warehouse fit out, they'll measure it, design it, supply it, and install your pallet racking and shelving properly. Safe, compliant, and built to last. Relocating, they'll dismantle your racking, transport it, and rebuild it at the new site so you're back up and running faster than a Dragons backline shift. End of lease and the landlord wants it back to bare bones? No dramas. They'll strip it out, repair it, repaint it, clean it, leave it looking like you were never there. And here's the smart bit. They even buy back quality used racking and storage systems. So instead of wasting money, you might actually put some back in your pocket. It's tough work, it's hands-on, it's industrial, and it's done by locals who take pride in doing it right. So if your warehouse needs muscle, experience, and a team that won't muck you around, get onto Complete Warehouse Solutions. Because just like the Dragons, when the pressure's on, you want the right team beside you. Complete Warehouse Solutions, your one-stop shop for getting the job done.
Yeah, maybe take out the Dragons bits in that. But yeah, Complete Warehouse Solutions. Jeff's a great bloke. One of Jess's good mates, Jeff from Complete Warehouse Solutions. Is that correct, Jess?
Yep.
Yep, one of his good mates. Penrith supporter. We can't hold that. We might have him on in a couple of weeks. In a few weeks to the Penrith game. But 4257-1930 or 0417-223-409 or Jeff directly at jeff@completews.com.au. It's jeff@completews.com.au. Thank you very much.
Right. So what we'll do now, we'll give our predictions. Now, give us we'll get everyone to say what they think of Teagan Berry finally making her debut in the Origin Arena. Throw your Queensland glasses away, Big T. Put your Dragons ones on. So you get the first say.
I can't say if I throw me. Do you want me to have a say on Teagan Berry?
Yep.
The experience Teagan Berry will have in this arena, the experience will be huge for her. She's already the Dragons' best player. She's only going to go higher and higher and higher. So, yeah, Teagan Berry, fantastic. The experience she will get from it, and maybe not this year. She might not get a debut this year, but I'm sure she might get it in the years to come. Fantastic for Teagan Berry to get her started in the State of Origin team.
Liam, we've commentated a few games over the last couple of years, and we've in the NRLW, and Teagan's definitely been our best player over those last couple of years. How happy are you to see finally get her shot in the Origin Arena?
I think it's about like Larry Flick said, about time she got it. I'm going to say an early crow here. Teagan Berry 3 tries on a
off
game
the bench.
debut. Women of the match. Women of the match, and either game 2 or 3, she'll be a starting fullback for New South Wales.
Well, I'll have my say, then we'll finish off with Coco. I'm ecstatic. I think she's done enough to be there the last couple of years, but she's consistently been our best. She can score tries out of nothing. She's absolutely brilliant. She's probably the fastest player on the planet. I don't know how John Strange will use her. We've only ever seen her play fullback or wing, but maybe Strangey finds another role for her. But when she does come on, watch out, Queensland, Big T. Queensland,
She'll be very good.
If she's in the open space, good night.
Can I just say before you give Coco her
Blues by 10 as well.
Okay. Before you give Coco a chance, there's a budding romance going on here. Gary Cosell, which go all. Coco be
I don't
like,
know who he is.
how good was Latrell? And we know he's only joking. You're on you, Gary. You're like
On you, Gary. Yeah. With Beth. Of course, yeah, go Latrell. Woo! I say
You
with
said he's going to play
Latrell.
in the NRLW. You said Latrell's playing in the NRLW.
Oh my God! Maybe you should play Gary.
All right, Coco,
have your say.
Okay. All right. I just want to wish Teagan Berry the best for her debut. I hope she goes well. And show them the flash you are, and watch out Queensland. So, and I'm very happy and proud of you for your debut. It's been a long time coming. So keep it up, sister, and have a great game.
And predictions, I'm going to go the Blues by 10, and I think Teagan Berry will get potentially a try off the bench. Liam, what are your thoughts for the game? Can New South Wales finally get their first win in Newcastle?
I'm going to say the Blues by 2.
Well said. And go New South Wales to win by 18+. Teagan Berry with a hat trick and woman of the match.
Big T stunned. All right, Big T, go ahead.
Go ahead. Queen. Oh, what? It's going to be a close one. Queenslander. No, I've got to go Queensland. I've got Queensland by 2. Up at McDonald Jones, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, there you go. We haven't lost one there.
Well, who's going to get a try? Our new Dragon will be Tamika Upton. Who do you think? Julia Robinson?
Oh, Tamika Upton will get 2 or 3 tries. But it'll be a close game. Tamika Upton to be player of the series.
Okay. We'll wait to see what happens. But yeah, we're having a bit of a sabbatical this week, Big T. There'll be no show Tuesday or Sunday.
No.
But
Lee Delaney doesn't like that. She doesn't like there's no show. He doesn't like there's no show.
I'll be on Thursday if you want to tune in and watch the game.
Oh my God, this guy. Oh,
Jack Coverage. Me and Waddle and Dor call on the game. And then Big T will be back Tuesday week for the Knights preview.
Don't forget, join me because sometime that night I'll be spinning the jockey wheel. And one of your names will be pulled out for a $75 gift voucher or $75 bank transfer or $75 something. We'll get $75, whoever the winner is. Next Tuesday, the 5th of May.
All right. Well, over to you, Kate. You can sign us off.
Oh, me? Okay, everyone. We've had our Dragons therapy. We know that it's going to be a rough. Well, at least we're going to get 2 points for the bye. Let's be happy with that. Now, to everyone who is a Dragons fan, let's stand together, be passionate, be proud, and let's fire up. So let's do it, everyone. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on, Dragons fans! Fire up!
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's time to spot the camera. It's time to hit the mark. It's time for Dragons 40, the way the fans are like.
We cover every moment, from first grade to the rest. It's time to get things started.
Why don't we get things started? It's time to get things started.
The most sensational,
inspirational,
celebrational,
gravitational,
on the Mad Dragons podcast tonight.